Bedtime.
No.
No. Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm vlogging about my day. I had the weirdest day. Like, it was so random. So much random stuff happened to me today. I'm just gonna vlog quickly because it's almost this guy's bedtime. But anyways, it's okay. So basically today started out just late. I woke up late. I had to do a bunch of stuff. And okay, so I get lost in downtown LA. That was the first thing that happened. Eventually, I found my way, and I went where I needed to go. Then I was walking in the street, and I stopped to like put my sweater on because it was cold. And this girl walks by me, who I had seen before. Like I didn't know her or anything, but I had just seen her like in the street, whatever. And so she walks by me, and then she turns around, looks back at me, and says, "Hey, do you do sit-ups?" And I'm like, "No." What? you know? And she's like, "Oh no, it's just because when you were putting your sweater on, like your stomach looks so flat." And I just wanted to know, like how many sit-ups do you do a day? And I was like, I've honestly, it's not even flat. It just looks like that because I'm wearing high-waisted shorts. And other than that, I've never exercised a day in my life, and I just laughed and walked away. It was the weirdest thing ever. Like, imagine somebody just walking by and be like, "Hey, do you do sit-ups?" Just like, what? I don't know. It was so freaking weird. But yeah, I guess she wanted to ask me, like, how many sit-ups do you do a day? 0. Anyways, okay, so that was weird. And then, like 15 minutes after that, I went to eat to Yoshinoya with Jacob. I don't know if you guys know what Yoshinoya Beef Bowl is. It's just a fast food place. I don't know if it only exists like in California. I know there's like one in New York because a friend of mine told me about it, but I don't know. Anyways, it's just like a place that sells like beef strings and like rice and vegetables, basically. Beef strings? Oh, that sounds so gross. They're literally like strings of beef, okay? And it's really good. And a friend of mine says that it's like secretly cat food, which is really funny. But if it's cat food, who cares? It tastes good. But anyways, besides the point. So I was going to Yoshinoya, and there was this. It's in MacArthur Park. I was in MacArthur Park at this point, which is like a super crazy ghetto raza area of LA. So I mean, I love it. I'm used to like being around there, so it's like whatever to me. So I was in MacArthur Park at Yoshinoya Beef Bowl or whatever, and then this lady, I was going into the Yoshinoya, and this lady says, "Hey, excuse me," and I turned around, and she's like, "Hey, mom, sorry to bother you, but can you please buy me something to eat?" And I just looked at her, and I was like, "Okay, come on, let's go." So we went inside, and the lady literally like said 2 words to me, and but not that it mattered, she looked like genuinely like hungry, do you know what I mean? And why deny food? Like, it's who cares? Do you know what I mean? Like, I would never be stingy about that because I've been in that position where, I was homeless, and I have way too much pride to ask anybody for anything. So when someone gave me something, I had a lot of gratitude towards that person. And it's just, I mean, I'm just that type of person. Do you know what I mean? If somebody asks me for something and I can see genuinely that they actually want it and they're not just like bullshitting, or, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, okay, whatever, just get whatever you want. She got like, like a bunch of stuff, but like good for her, you know what I mean? If she was hungry, like more power to her. So I gave her stuff, and she was on her way, and she thanked me, whatever, and I ate. And I was so freaking hungry that I literally got like 2 of the beef bowl things. But yeah, then that happened, and that was really random. So then I hopped back on the train, and by the time that I got to Union Station downtown in LA, there was this girl on the entrance of the train, and she was spanging or whatever, like asking for change. And I guess like everybody was ignoring her, which is like really sad, and it sucks because asking for change sucks. I've been there. But yeah, so like everybody was ignoring her, and so I guess she was just like really frustrated. So she was at the point where she's like, "Do you have any change? Do you have any change?" Just like that. And I walked by her and she's like, do you have any change? Just like really tired of asking. And I genuinely didn't have any because I spent it on the bus. So I was like, no, I'm sorry, I actually really don't. And she's like, oh, okay. And I walked away and like she got mad at me and she's like, ugh, but why are you like the prettiest girl I've ever seen? And like I was just like, is that a compliment or are you like really mad at me? I don't know. It was really weird. I don't know. I just walked away just like really confused and like halfway laughing. I don't know. Okay, and so then that happened, and then when I was coming back to Pasadena where I live or whatever, there's cops like right outside the train station where I got off, and I hadn't paid for the train because, do you know what I mean? I paid for the one when I got to Union Station, but then not the one to get here because it's two different trains, so I didn't pay for that one. I usually don't pay for the train anyway. I'm really bad at that, but you know, let's not tell anybody. But anyways, so I was like, crap, I'm about to get a freaking ticket. Because you get like citations and stuff if you don't pay for the train. So the sheriffs were stopping everybody and like checking every single person. And then I realized that it was the same lady cops, the same two lady cops. They were black lady cops that had stopped me like a week earlier and gave me a citation for using my mom's disabled bus pass. So I got a ticket for that like last week. And it was the same one. It was the same two lady cops. And so when I saw her, I was like, why, hello, we meet again. Just trying to like joke with her and stuff because I knew I didn't have the money or whatever. And she's like, oh, hi, it's you again. And she's like, do you have your tap card this time? I was like, yeah, I have it. And so I had 2 tap cards or whatever, which is just like the little easy pass, whatever. It's just like a little card. And I was like, yeah, I have it. Here you go. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure. I have 2 now, so it's one of these 2. So just check either one. And she checked it and she's like, okay, it says that you don't have money in either one of these. And I was like, no way, really? Like, I was like, but I just put money in it, like at Union Station. Oh, and I was like, oh my god, I must have done it wrong or something, you know? Just acted a fool because, I mean, honestly, I had paid for it before, but, you know, it's just like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, I really don't want to get a ticket. Come on, please, you know? I'm like I was really tired. Like, I'd been walking all day. I was just having a weird day. So I was trying to get out of it, you know, like, honestly. And she was like, oh, okay, well, you know, she was explaining to me the instructions. She's like, you know, so when you buy your ticket, you have to do this and this and blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I must have done it wrong. I'm just having a really long day. I'm just really tired. And she's like, okay, you know, like next time, just make sure you do it right. And since she knew me already and she knew this little boy right here, she kind of just let me off with a warning, which was like, I guess it's very cosmic and funny because the universe like does good things for you. When you put good out there in the world, you get good back. So, you know, it's kind of like my redemption for the day. I had a really weird, twisted day. And, you know, I'm just now realizing that like maybe helping that lady, you know, eat for the day or buying that lady dinner, you know, maybe that was my little cosmic redemption for getting out of a ticket, which is like a $250 ticket, which I really, really can't afford right now. So, you know, life is funny like that, man. Are you falling asleep? Yeah, you are. Okay, guys, well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and let me know if you would like to see more of these types of vlogs, because it's been a pretty trippy experience. I've never done it before, but okay, I gotta go. He's falling asleep. Bye, guys.